You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey Days fans, I have got your weekly prediction edition. Philip Kiriakis is faking it. Johnny has got a double dose of baby mama drama, and Clyde is killing again. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got predictions for Johnny, Chanel, and Joy, for Sophia and Tate, for John and Clyde, for Philip, Vivian, and Victor, and for Brady and Sarah. As always, our predictions are based on recent episodes, promos, and official NBC Peacock soap opera spoilers. If you're not following us, please click that subscribe button. Let's dive right in with our first prediction. I think Vivian Alamain forged that letter that Victor supposedly wrote about Philip Kiriakis getting his hands on Titan. So the end of last week, beginning of the prior week, Philip showed up at the Kiriakis mansion with this letter allegedly written by Victor saying, "I'm sorry about the new will," the one naming his mystery son, the heir to it all, who of course turned out to be Xander. Victor said he wanted to leave Titan to Philip, but he couldn't because he had been declared legally dead. Philip had, remember when he was setting Brady up for his murder by leaving his leg. And Justin confirmed that, yes, indeed, the letter could be used to contest Victor's will. Philip had already filed a lawsuit and got an injunction to stop any transfer of shares. And if you remember last Monday, Vivian signed Stefan's name onto his divorce papers so that she could send them to Gabby while she sent Stefan out of the country. And she told her henchman Yvonne that she has a talent for forgery. Now that seemed like a huge hint, given that there was another handwritten letter that just showed up. On Monday the 4th, official spoilers have Vivian offering Kate a slice of the Kiriakis pie that they plan to grab. And on Tuesday the 5th, Kate tries to keep Vivian away from her baby boy, Philip. I suspect that letter is not legit. And if it's forged, that'll make the second attempt to screw Xander out of his inheritance. The first being that Teresa Constantine, changing it to be the other Alexander Kiriakis. All right, our second prediction. Brady Black bargains some sexy time to get Sarah that serum. So we had Kristin lying this past week because she is a lying liar who lies. And she told Brady that, yeah, I'm coordinating with Xander to get the treatment to Sarah. I think she said something like Rolf was ironing out some kinks or whatever. She's buying time. But on Friday, Xander stopped by to see Kristin, told her that Philip is a problem, injunction, all this stuff, and just said, look, just kill him and then you've got your deal. But Kristin said, no, if you want him killed, you kill him. So Xander's ready to do it, but it's not going to go well, and he and Philip have a big showdown. So Monday, November 4th, spoilers have Brady, Kristin, and Rachel spending quality family time together. But then by Friday, November 8th, Brady is over at the Kiriakis mansion. He's coming to wish Maggie a happy anniversary. That was her wedding day with Victor. I think they got married back in like 2011. Brady brings a gift and he spends time talking to Maggie, talking to Sarah. She's going to tell him that Kristin demanded Titan or else she won't give her the serum that could cure her paralysis. Brady's going to leave there, hot-footed over to the DiMera mansion and confront Kristin about her lies and treachery. I can picture an argument between Brady and Kristin. She never just caves and says, okay, I'm sorry, I'll do the right thing. That's not her wheelhouse. I could see Kristin saying something like, I'm not going to give it up unless I get something I want. Maybe Brady will convince her to give the serum to Sarah by giving himself to Kristin. Brady is still torn up with guilt because even though he wasn't behind the wheel, he was boozing with Fiona that night. He fell off the wagon. He was weak. That's how he described it. He was in the car with her when she ran down Sarah. So it seems like a small price for Brady to pay to get Sarah the cure, at least from his perspective. Our third prediction, John Black killed off screen by Clyde Weston and dies a hero. In the new Day of Days promo that came out the day I'm taping this on Saturday, Marlena Evans reveals that John Black has gone missing and she is appealing to Shane Donovan for help. Clyde has escaped from prison. And of course, John Black was guilt-ridden because he thought he killed Katerina Melionis, who has turned out to be Kat, Mark, Felicity, and Aaron's mom. Friday, November 8th is when Marlena and John have their anniversary. Belle Black is back to celebrate with her parents, as is Paul Narita and Andrew Donovan, his boyfriend, about to be his fiance. But where is John? Drake Hogestyn's last scenes already aired, and of course, he passed away a few weeks ago. So his final storyline to explain his character passing away is going to take place off screen. I'm sure we're going to get some flashback footage over the years and stuff like that. I suspect John is missing, maybe Clyde kidnapped him, or maybe John took off to try to find where Clyde's henchmen and Clyde are holding Katerina to save her from the bad guy and make up for some of the killings he did as the pawn. But in saving her, he may die at Clyde's hand, but winds up with a hero's death, which he should definitely get. Our fourth prediction, will Sophia Choi fake a pregnancy? So last week, Holly's in Paris. They're all broken up. He's mad at Holly, not only for trying to get evidence out of Brady's room, but also for the whole leaving him in jail because she didn't want to get grounded for doing drugs. Holly's not necessarily a nice girl. And Tate asked out Sophia, but she didn't want to be his second choice. And she wanted some assurances that if Holly came back around looking to reunite, that he wasn't just going to bail. Sophia said, I'm not going to be a placeholder. And Tate said, no, you're not. Definitely. I want to be here. They ate dinner. They went back to his grandparents' house for some Netflix and chill. And they made love. But this week, on Monday the 4th, Holly tells Tate she wants him back. That's the same day that Sophia is very excited to tell her boss, Ava, how well things are going with her new man. Then on Tuesday the 5th, Tate is torn between Holly and Sophia. That same day, Holly is trying to tell Sophia that she and Tate are together now, but Holly doesn't want to talk to her, isn't going to listen. And Tate, of course, still wants Holly because his taste in women is as bad as his dad's taste in women, and he's always going to go for the most problematic woman in the room, I think. So I just wonder if Sophia may fake a pregnancy to try and break them up, just for some payback. I don't think she is going to be pregnant. Yes, they used a condom, but that's not 100%. And I think she may just be looking to stir the pot. We'll see. We all know she's devious. And fifth and final prediction, speaking of baby rabies, we may get this one fake pregnancy, but two real ones. Is Johnny going to have double trouble in the baby mama department? So in the Day of Days promo, Chanel and Johnny agree that they want to try again to have a baby. They're very excited. Of course, they had that devastating miscarriage. Meanwhile, Joy Wesley spent a night in Johnny's bed unexpectedly after they were boozing because he was upset that he assumed wrongly that Chanel was cheating. They were not making good decisions that night. And just imagine how awful it would be if Joy turned up pregnant before Chanel gets pregnant. Johnny asked Joy to keep that one night stand secret and explained, oh, whoops, my wife never cheated. She was just planning a surprise party. How awkward is that? And Joy agreed, but if it turns out she's pregnant, she may not stay quiet, and it's going to be obvious that she is pregnant, when her bump starts growing. Plus, it would absolutely devastate Chanel that not only did Johnny cheat, but he made a baby with this other woman before the two of them could get pregnant again. If Days wants a pregnancy plot, we'll see. I think that would be pretty juicy. And again, these are predictions. They are not spoilers. They're based on spoilers, but they are predictions. Come back soon for more.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.